Live from the BDN Studios, it's Bang and Dang.
That's awesome.
If you don't like that, then
You ain't black.
Francesco Paolo Augusto Cali. They call him Frank.
Frank Cali.
He was also known as Frankie Boy. He was the acting boss of the family at the time of his death, which we'll get to. He was born March 26, 1965 in New York to Augusto Cesare Cali and Agata Schimeca, both natives of Palermo, Sicily.
Nice.
His father ran a household goods store in Palermo and ran a video store in Bensonhurst, Brooklyn. He had a clean police record in the United States, even though he was mentioned in the Pizza Connection investigation. What the fuck is that?
Oh, shit.
That's where police discovered that he was a partner of Domenico Adamita, allied to Sicilian mafia boss Gaetano Badalamenti.
I bet you that Badalamenti guy's a mean motherfucker.
He had some nice little Sicilian ties.
It's good. Those guys were still the ones running the shit. Frank Cali was the nephew. Well, he was a nephew-in-law of Sicilian mobster John Gambino, and had close ties to the once powerful Sicilian mafia family led by Salvatore Inzerillo. Cali was also a great-nephew of Bonanno crime family mobsters Giovanni Bonventre and Vito Bonventre. You guys remember those guys?
It was just a lifetime of mob.
Right. As a young man, Cali bonded with Gambino mobster Jackie D'Amico, a lieutenant of Gambino boss John Gotti, who operated a crew on 18th Avenue in Brooklyn. He was a Brooklyn boy. January 1997, FBI reported to Italian authorities that Cali had been combined into the Gambino family.
Just combined, huh?
Right.
He was promoted to acting capo when D'Amico became acting boss. Cali ran several import-export companies in Brooklyn, including Circus Fruits Wholesale in Fort Hamilton, Brooklyn.
Oh.
According to FBI files, Cali fell on the Bureau's radar in the spring of 96 when he was about 30 years old for helping to skipper a phone card fraud scheme for the Gambinos from a Park Avenue office building.
Fantastic.
By November of that year, FBI agents in New York believed several Gambinos were involved in the quote-unquote production and distribution of telephone travel cards.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, jeez. You know it was back in the 90s.
Mm-hmm.
And that they committed a number of federal crimes as part of the scheme, including money laundering, income tax violation, mail fraud, and wire fraud.
Oh, shit. A bunch of frauds. Jeez, oh, Peter. And an FBI official wrote this: "It goes without saying that the telephone card industry is one of the most important sources of illegal income for the Gambino crime family."
La Costa Nostra.
Wow. At that very time, Cali was listed in the FBI files as a proposed soldier for the Gambino family, and feds believed that he had not yet been made or taken a blood oath of loyalty to the syndicate he would later lead. October 1997. FBI special agents in New York contacted the Bureau.
The Burus.
Contacted the Bureau Atlanta's office to appraise them of an apparent $94 million phone card bust-out scheme led by Gambinos that targeted Georgia-based WorldCom. Damn, dude, phone cards were that big of a hit?
Man, people called collect all the time. But you got to use the payphones.
Right.
The method was to sell as many phone cards as possible on the street by charging the best price per country and offering the best discount to the distributors. This is what one of the FBI reports state. Redacted. Apparently not going to find out who that is. But somebody paid WorldCom only a small percentage of his outstanding balance throughout the 10-month scheme.
Oh.
It adds Gambino members such as Redacted and Frank Cali and others line their pockets with millions in cash from the aforementioned scheme. Redacted must be an informant.
Well...
Cali, yeah. Cali, along with Gambino members John D'Amico and Joseph Watts, allegedly created a company called CNC to distribute the phone cards, flooding the market with the cards that would later be billed by WorldCom.
Nice.
Wow.
Look at these guys. At least it wasn't drugs. Due to the flood of cards, the debt owed to WorldCom grew exponentially.
Oh, jeez.
In the beginning, CNC paid their debt and was considered trustworthy by WorldCom. However, CNC did not continue to pay. Mm-hmm. A March 7, 1997 FBI document states that. And around this very time, though, the feds appeared to take an increased interest in Cali, according to documents. They began trailing him in Brooklyn, photographing him with associates on 18th Avenue in Bensonhurst, and they also interviewed confidential sources about Gambino, about this Gambino soldier. They're like, who is this guy and what is his role? Is he more than a soldier? Does he have any say?
Does he has any say? In one October 97 report, an FBI agent recorded doing a spot check on a location on 18th Avenue between 72nd and 75th Streets in Bensonhurst, according to the files. Agent recorded an unidentified Mark walking with Cali before entering the Point After Sports Bar and Grill. Point After Sports Bar and Grill, huh? Stupid name.
All right.
In July of that year, an agent drew up a report titled Surveillance of Frank Cali on 18th Avenue, Brooklyn, New York, which included photographs of Cali and several other people as they visited Tony's Luncheonette in the neighborhood. FBI also listed him as a recently made member in the Gambino family in a March 97 communication.
Look at that shit.
Uh-oh. Well, they know.
Oh, man. A federal grand jury related to Cali was convened in 1998 in the Eastern District of New York, but charges against him were never brought.
Didn't have enough.
Federal charges for a phone card scam were later filed against John Gotti Jr., the reputed leader of the Gambino family at this very time, but they were also later dropped. Jr. said this: "I was a victim. I lost a lot of money on that deal."
Oh, poor guy.
That's what he told the Post.
Poor guy. Well, Cali also maintained ties with the Sicilian mafia. He married Rosaria Inzerillo, a sister of Pietro Inzerillo, and a relative of Gambino associate Frank Inzerillo, who was a member of the Sicilian Inzerillo family.
Oh, nice.
In the early 80s, after losing the second mafia war against the Corleonesi of Totorina, and the Inzerillo family was forced to flee Sicily. There's a lot of shit going on in Sicily.
That TV show Gomorrah, dude. It's pretty good.
Heard of it.
Decent.
Cali and the old Palermo boss Filippo Casamento supported the return of the Inzerillos to Palermo, according to Italian authorities. According to the Italian Polizia di Stato, who was the state police, Cali was also a member of the Sicilian Cosa Nostra.
Oh.
Damn, he's both.
Fantastic.
He was a contact for Sicilian mafiosi who traveled to New York to meet him, do business, and update him on Sicilian affairs. Dude, he's not even Sicilian. Well, he is Sicilian, but he's born in New York. And Cefalu's, well, he might have ties to him too, but who knows about that guy? But
Wow. He's our friend, and he's everything over there. Sicilian mobster Gianni Nietzsche said that to his boss, Antonio Rotello, after a trip in 2003. He's our friend, man. He's everything over there. Got it all.
they love him.
Right. Nietzsche is known to be on Cali's Men of Honor, who went back and forth between Palermo and the United States for drug trafficking. Nietzsche, he finally settled in Daytona Beach, Florida, where he was known to employ high school students as drug runners. Fantastic.
Early 2003, Cali and fellow captain Leonard Lenny DeMaria began extorting mob taxes from Joseph Villaro, the owner of a trucking and contracting company that was involved in building a NASCAR speedway on Staten Island.
Oh.
Villaro was eventually forced to pay tens of thousands of dollars as tribute to D'Amico and Gambino boss Nicholas Carrazzo. In 2004, to avoid prison time for a cocaine conviction, Villaro began working with federal authorities as an informant. Oh. His undercover work led to a massive indictment 4 years later, which is going to include our buddy.
8th February 2008, Cali, 61 other New York Cosa Nostra associates were arrested and charged with federal racketeering. This was part of the Operation Old Bridge. Old Bridge terminated the drug trafficking between the Sicilian Mafia and the Gambino family.
Did they?
Prosecutors claimed that Cali acted as the Gambino ambassador to Sicilian mobsters, and as a go-to between D'Amico and the Sicilian connections to the Inzerillo family. Cali, he was charged with racketeering, extortion, conspiracy, along with D'Amico and DeMaria.
After his one arrest in 2008, federal prosecutors in Brooklyn highlighted Cali's involvement in the phone card scheme and arguing he'd be locked up pending trial. Why?
Right.
At a detention hearing, prosecutor Joey Lipton told the judge that Cali, who had risen to the rank of captain at the time, had been a successful criminal because of his ability to hide from the spotlight.
Right.
He says Cali, like other members of the family, has sworn a blood oath to the organization to commit criminal activity.
Oh.
He has been successful in fulfilling that oath in large part because he's been careful.
Oh.
Up until now.
Right. Which we haven't seen in the past 20 years has been the stupidity. I mean, come on. Wow.
Well, you've got to figure at the same time, 2008, the head of the family's in prison getting busted for stupid shit.
The head of the family's been in prison for the past 20 years.
Well, right.
4th of June, 2008. Cali, he pled guilty to conspiracy to extort money from Villaro. He was incarcerated at the Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn. 10 months later, 6th of April, year 2009, released from prison.
That's not that bad.
Around 2009, Cali's uncle, John Gambino, he was elevated to the family's ruling panel, according to court papers filed in Brooklyn Federal Court.
I don't think that's true.
They just print anything.
Right.
It's like you can indict a bologna sandwich. The United States Justice Department demanded that Cali avoid all contact with Gambino and his family, though. Except for weddings or holiday celebrations approved in advance by Cali's probation officer. I'll be having a party every
weekend.
Like, how many family members you got? We're Italian.
Oh, come on, we got everybody.
Everybody's family.
October 2012, he was at
Everybody's family.
Everybody's family. This would be like a pizza commercial or a pizzeria commercial. Come on in, everybody's family. Right. October 2012, he was identified by New York crime reporter Jerry Capecci as the new underboss of the Gambino crime family. Okay.
And where did Jerry Capecci get this information from?
Right. Brooklyn federal prosecutors had also referred to him as an underboss. Capecci has previously identified Domenico Cephalou, a member of as the current boss.
Right.
Though his status remained unclear, the promotion of both men follows a period in which John Gambino was a street boss within the family, showing that a Sicilian group has remained dominant in recent years.
Right.
July 2013, it was reported that Cali turned down the position of boss of the family.
No shit.
Did he, though?
August 2015, New York Daily News reported Cali had taken over as acting boss of the Gambino family. A September 29th, 2018 article stated that Cali infused the family with zips, which are hoodlums from the old country, and bulked up its heroin and OxyContin business. 2019 March, police investigating Cali's death publicly claimed that he had been the acting boss of the Gambino organized crime family.
And then, speaking of, he died. Staten Island University Hospital, March 13, 2019, at the age of 53 after being shot.
Oh, shit.
About 9:20 p.m. in front of his home on Hilltop Terrace in the Tot Hill area. He was buried 6 days later at Moravian Cemetery in New Dorp, Staten Island.
Damn.
This was the first murder of a New York crime boss since the 1985 assassination of Paul Castellano,
Oh, shit.
who was also boss of this very Gambino family.
Damn.
Surveillance video showed a pickup truck striking Cali's parked Cadillac, a subsequent confrontation between the driver and Cali, and then the shooting. He had tried to evade the killer by using his vehicle as a shield. Didn't work because he was hit 10 times with bullets from a 9mm.
Holy shit. Poor guy. Damn. 16th of March. 24-year-old suspect Anthony Camello.
It's about to get weird here, guys.
He was arrested in Brick, New Jersey by the New York Police Department and United States Marshals to face murder charges on Staten Island.
It's about to get weird.
Authorities originally believed the crime had been related to personal dispute, possibly a romantic matter, and not even organized crime at all. 3rd of April, Camello indicted, held in custody in an undisclosed New York City correctional facility.
I bet. Well, court documents revealed that while the two men were standing near their respective vehicles, Mr. Camello informed Mr. Cali of his true intention to effect a citizen's arrest and ordered Mr. Cali to submit to detention.
Oh, shit.
The document states, adding that Camello brought handcuffs with him and planned to restrain Mr. Cali and bring him to the appropriate authorities to answer for the criminal actions which Mr. Camello believed he had taken part in.
Whoa.
It gets weirder.
Holy shit, what the fuck?
It gets weirder.
After a heated exchange, Mr. Cali made a furtive action with his hand, and Mr. Camello became afraid for his life.
Yeah, I bet.
He reached into his vehicle, withdrew his gun, and shot Mr. Cali in self-defense.
9 times.
That's what the document states.
Right.
Camello's defense attorney has already submitted a notice of intent to show evidence of mental disease or defect. The document also stated, had Mr. Camello simply intended to lure Mr. Cali out of his house and murder him, there would have been no need to bring any elements of restraint. The presence of these handcuffs demonstrates that Mr. Camello was actually planning to effect a citizen's arrest on Mr. Cali rather than to shoot him. Handcuffs could be made for anything.
Right.
A judge denied Camello's attorney's request for bail in May.
Yeah, I bet he did.
He's like, that don't sound...
Why would you want to let him out anyway? He's about to get killed as soon as he walks out of the porch or the steps. May 10th, Camello pleaded not guilty to the murder and weapon possession charges, although he had initially confessed to the murder to the police.
Oh, right, because he thought he can get away with it.
One news report cited unnamed mob experts as stating that he is almost certainly marked for death.
Uh-oh.
Camello had already texted that his family is marked.
Uh-oh.
July 2019, his defense attorney stated that Camello had become obsessed with QAnon conspiracy theories.
Oh, shit.
Believing Cali was a member of a deep state.
Oh, no.
I told you this is going to get weird.
There's a deep state, but Cali ain't in it. Camello was convinced he was enjoying the protection of President Trump himself.
And that gave him the right.
And that gave him the right to handcuff Cali and place him under citizen's arrest. As Camello had attempted months earlier as well with New York City Mayor Bill de Blasio. When was this? I don't remember any of that. As well as California member of Congress Maxine Waters. Jesus, dude just walking up to everybody and like, under arrest.
Trying to citizen's arrest these motherfuckers.
The reason why Cali was targeted was very unclear. Well, if he's trying to arrest these guys.
If he's supposed boss of the family,
New York Times reported that at his first court appearance, Camello displayed symbols and phrases associated with QAnon scrawled on his hand in pen. Oh, no, that's going to make it even worse, especially in New York.
Yeah, there's a picture of him with, he's holding his hand up with fucking MAGA and all this shit on it.
Dude, those people are some freaks.
Is it QAnon or QAnon?
Either way, they're both
whatever.
fucking nuts.
Defense attorney sought to prove Camelo not guilty by reason of mental defect. December 2019, he refused to take a psychiatric exam and was warned by the judge that this refusal could jeopardize his right to use an insanity defense. Ooh. The judge also denied a motion to suppress Camelo's initial confession. Anyways, he was convicted, or he was found mentally unfit to stand trial June 2020.
He's only sitting in a home right now.
Yep.
Acting like he's insane.
Until they...
or he probably is insane.
Until they can bring up charges on him when they reevaluate him every year. I'm sure they do it.
Wow.
What was that one? Ed Gein. Mm-hmm. They trialed 20 years later, or 15 years later.
Crazy shit, man.
Yeah, I had no idea about the QAnon stuff until I did this. I'm like, what?
Wow, I don't remember no stories about
Somebody trying to
arrest de Blasio and Maxine Waters. That's fucking insane.
Should have.
Wow. All right. Well, that was old Frank Cali, huh?
Mm-hmm.